Wow.
What are we, 10 minutes late? I think
That's
we're 10 minutes late.
okay.
But we're here.
It's okay.
All right. Whew. Sorry
We
about
did
that, you
it.
two. I got a late jump on getting that going. So I'm going to get the top of this monitor just a little bit down. So, how's everybody doing?
Marvelous. How are you?
Good.
Fine.
I still don't see it on the community page. Should I share it?
Maybe. Yeah.
What's happening?
I don't know what's happening. So, you two talk amongst yourselves, and I'm going to
Today-
figure out what's happening.
Today just didn't jump off perfect.
Oh.
No, it went
We're
weird.
live here. So,
Okay.
Good. Good.
I just need to share it to...
Okay.
Shows
so
that I'm online, except for the community. It says it's sending
Okay.
data to the community, so share there.
we're getting there.
Okay.
We are getting there.
Very good. Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry, Clint is having sharing issues today. That's just the way it is.
You know what Simone says, sharing is caring.
Well,
I wonder where she heard that.
there are certain categories where that's not the case.
We're not talking about those categories.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty full week because, well, BJ and I have actually been back for a week of shenanigans because we were in Ohio for a week.
Yes, Lindsay and Lucas just covered for us
Yeah.
last Friday.
Good job, by the way.
Thanks. It was interesting.
Yeah, well,
It was
I thought
different.
it was
Great.
different, but it had a good energy,
It was
and
fun.
Lucas, I think, did a good job. So,
The comments all agree on last week's video that Lucas needs to come back.
yeah.
We'll do that.
We'll see when we'll check a schedule. So,
We'll chip his schedule.
don't do that.
Sorry. What else? We've recorded some really fun podcasts this week, so get excited about that.
So the one that we released last week was the festivals, how to RV at festivals. The one that's coming out this weekend is about a certain really tall, hairy hide and seek champion.
What?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is, like, he's also totally real and not made up at all.
Well,
And he doesn't.
according to Lindsay.
And he may have a penchant for throwing rocks and talking a really high voice.
And smelling bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he smells bad. I love that part.
It's not
Who
about
knew?
me. It's not about me.
Who knew?
Well, people who have seen him know.
Yeah.
But nobody's... Right, okay.
All the credible people who have seen him know. So, I digress. Look
And he has
forward
really
to,
big feet.
Well, you just oversold it. Now they
Yeah,
absolutely
now
know.
they
There's no more
know.
guessing. So anyway, so look for an episode coming out
Totally
this
thought it was
weekend.
toy.
Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you call this very real. Sorry, don't hit me.
It's real.
It's real questionable.
Whatever.
And then the following one after that, we're going to have a friend of ours on to discuss. How about we introduce that next week? Anyways, we're going to have someone talk about doing well emotionally, spiritually, intellectually,
I liked the word, we kept using the word, like, reset button.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
which I needed a few times setting up our camera today.
Yeah, we reset a few times.
So, anyways, those things are
That's-
coming up.
That's what travel and camping and getting away is for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's good at.
So, who's watching with us today? Please comment. There's Amy, PJ, always diplomatic.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
Well, it's my job, right? I have to mitigate these guys. You know, Amy, what I have to deal with on a daily basis. And
We're
it's so much fun.
angels.
I have to be the safe one.
Right. So, who's with us? Name and where you're watching from, and if you're camping this weekend, tell us what's up.
Hi, Susan!
Hey there.
Oh, I haven't talked to you in a long time. How are you? How are the chickens? Also, Amy, I love your new glasses. She's got those glasses where you change
The frame on the
to
front.
frame to match whatever you're wearing that day.
Oh, how fun.
I know.
How much
And she's
fun.
about ready to hit the road on her work camping working from her camper.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
So-
sure I'll see her at Tabarado.
Well,
Which-
keep us informed. I want to hear how that goes for you.
When do you actually leave for Tabarado?
28th,
Okay. You got your flights all worked out?
5 a.m.
5 a.m.?
5 a.m.
Amy's packing to leave for Colorado after work today.
Fun.
Where are you camping on your way up? Because that's not a one-day drive. So what are your stops, Amy?
I'm not camping, sadly, but this is the next best thing. Yeah, just start a
Chill with
small
us.
fire in your living room while you talk to us, and it's really just like camping.
Yeah. Hey, all no camping heading to Gulf Shores for big family vacay. Cool.
Tana, I love your adventure. I feel like every week you have, like, you just
Going
got back
somewhere.
from somewhere, you are somewhere, or
Yes.
you're headed somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to live your life because you're always
Yeah.
doing something. It's awesome.
So Amy is going 5
5
weeks on the road.
weeks.
Sweet, including Colorado and Cracker Barrel? Question mark.
Get me something to go. I'll meet you in Colorado.
I'm actually headed up to
Cracker
Colorado starting
camping.
tomorrow myself.
We're all going to be in Colorado
Yes.
at the same time.
No, because I'll be back on the 25th, I think.
Okay, what am I, chopped liver here?
Listen, you've taken
I mean,
too many
I am
trips.
not going to be in
Where
Colorado.
have you been
You've
for the
taken
past,
too
I
many
don't know,
trips.
June?
You're tripped out. Like, you're so trippy.
I'm diplomatic.
You're trippy.
Thank you.
You're diplomatically trippy.
I guess.
That'll
guess.
work. That'll work.
It's all right.
Okay.
That's my usual overnight stop. Yeah.
Perfect place to
cool.
stop.
Yeah, maybe I should do that with my family. No, I'm actually driving up from the Austin area to Dumas, Texas. If you know where Dumas, Texas is.
That's not how you say it.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
Mike! I know you'll be at Tabarado, Mike. I know.
so I'll be in Dumas, Texas, hopefully tomorrow evening, and then I'll be over in the Rio Grande National Forest area of Colorado on
Well-
Sunday evening.
And you would have a hard time camping at Cracker Barrel because you like open up on the sides.
Well, if I open it all up, yes, but it's a big vacuous open floor, so if we need to, throw out a blow-up mattress or something like that inside, it's bigger than the tag I camped in with my wife and my
Yeah,
Yeah,
daughter.
but still,
Yeah, it's just
there's
like
4 of
one
you,
night.
and I bet you kind of pack it up.
It's fine. But
You
yeah,
would figure it out if you had
We would
to, for
figure it
sure.
out. I would just toss the keys to my daughter and let her drive all night.
No, there you go.
She's
She
six.
could reach the
She
pedals.
could reach the pedals.
She's 7 now, isn't she?
no.
She's 6.
No, she's.
You're registered for the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally?
Yes!
I'm so happy.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
finally get to meet Mike in person.
Mike is in
Oh,
charge
yeah.
of the coffee.
We would wear Mike out.
I'm so glad you guys are joining us. That will be so.
It will be fun. Now I'm like,
such a great.
now the
rally.
pressure's on because like Mike has been to U Camp, so
Right.
like
And then
our rally
Tabarado,
is
so
well, it's not U Camp.
it's just different.
It's fine. It's laid
It's
back.
just different.
It's different.
I run it.
So I think New Camp benefits, I guess, to a degree that they have. Their name kind of denotes kind of that German, Austrian kind of thing. So they kind of run their ship kind of that way. I think their name kind of directs that. We are
Princesses.
one and all. So we run it a little bit more lackadaisical, which is just cool.
But we
Laid
got a
back.
lot going on.
Yeah, like in the middle of the rally, and people will come ask me questions, and I'll be like, I don't know. What do you think? And
Careful what information you share, Mike, because it can become a thing.
I'm doing all the coffee for Tabarado mornings. Nice. Well, I will bring some tea.
Mike, are you AeroPressing all the coffee for all the attendees? Is that an AeroPress venture? Because your arms are going to be tired.
Man, that's a huge undertaking. Did you just decide you were going to do that? Did Mandy say, hey, can somebody help me? All the coffee?
We're
That's a
sponsoring
lot.
the donuts, so we'll make a good team.
We are sponsoring the donuts.
Donuts and coffee.
And the costume contest.
Do you know what you're going to be for the
Yeah.
costume contest?
Well,
so what
it's,
costumes are you guys going to wear for the
it's,
costume contest?
Hawaiian.
Huh?
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
It's
theme.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I know. I want to know.
Well,
Mike,
I
you
mean,
going
it's
to wear a
fairly
grass
easy,
skirt?
there's
right?
only a few options.
You start with the coconuts.
I'm going to get, like, one of those, like, tattoos with the sticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's going to
Oh.
be my costume.
You're gonna walk up there all bloody.
Mandy asked me to roast. Aw, well, it's really nice of you to help. That's a huge undertaking. So
That is
super nice of you.
Like a Comedy Central roast?
No,
No.
no,
He'll do that anyways.
no.
That's for free.
That's bonus.
It's added in.
Bonus round.
All right. Well, we got a little something to talk about today.
What you got?
I don't have anything. PJ, what you got?
PJ, what you got?
Well, they have been talking about national parks, and Yellowstone has.
You got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay. I want pictures.
You got it.
But the big news story that has been rotating around the past day or two is that Yellowstone has like record number of visitors this year. And I thought, oh yeah, you beat it by a few. No, they beat it like 14% more, which is a ton.
That's a chunk
Well,
of people.
because they've been doing it year
A
over year for like
ton.
2 years now, right?
Ye-
2
what-
years they've been beating it, so 14% over already a record year.
So yes, you can't fit more people in Yellowstone. So it is just quite amazing what the national parks are experiencing, and it's tough to even get in them. And if
I've
you
got to
do,
imagine
do
at
you
some
want to
point.
be there?
Yeah, at
I-
some point
that's-
you've got to be like, you
that
know
was
what?
my thing,
For
yeah.
preserving the experience, for preserving the habitat and the life, I don't want to say livestock, but anyways, the nature that's out there. At some point, they actually probably have to cap it, right?
Sure.
Well, how
I would
fun
think
is
so.
it? I mean, how enjoyable could Yellowstone be? Because even before like record numbers, before COVID, like it's kind of packed. And
Popular
you-
trails are just trails full of people.
It's full of people. So now that it's even worse, how enjoyable is it? Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe some people like that. Maybe some people like I don't know. It kind of just feels like you're like in a mall in a forest.
Right.
That's a
So
lot.
over 8 million people spent the night in a national park last year.
Not Yellowstone.
Not just Yellowstone. But, and Yellowstone is the number 2. Do you know what the number 1 national park
Smoky Mountain?
visitors is? Mm-hmm. Great Smoky Mountain
She didn't
National
even
Park.
finish the question.
Yeah, but
By far.
That was an answer on
By
one of
far,
our.
a lot more
Jeopardy?
people there.
No, it was on one of our podcasts
Yes,
episodes.
we had talked about that before. So, I don't have my printout cut off, so I could go look over there. But 1904, 120,000 people visited national parks, and in 1991, it was all the way up to 267 million people.
No.
So Amy's asking, is it closed
Yeah.
during winter? Because if not, that's when I'll try to go.
I don't think it's closed during winter.
I think they have sections that they close off because of just safety and passes and all
But
that.
the park
I think
itself
that there's
is open.
parts that are available for camping. So, but that's a research that I haven't done. So
Yeah, well, just the exploding of the numbers and what's happening right now.
it seems
gives
like
me
you'd almost have to
pause.
rotate part sections that are open or not, just so those sections can have some time to recover each time. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be a lot of thinking. Like,
yeah,
how do
because
we handle this?
that many people in a park in the same spot has got to start doing something to
Well, it's got
the
to
land, the animals. But it's funny because we just came out of the pandemic where everybody, remember all those news stories that were like, we're all of a sudden seeing record numbers of endangered species because
Mhm.
nobody's
coming back because nobody's there.
out there messing with it.
Right.
And now
And now it's just
we done
overrun.
messed it up.
Yeah, we are bringing it back to where we were before.
So I'm torn on this because I'm all
Surprised.
for more people having these experiences. It's good for us to have these experiences. But if we don't do this thoughtfully, then it's bad for the places, and those experiences that we might be able to still have today get more difficult moving forward. I'm very
Yeah.
torn on this.
I can't stop yawning.
I want this to happen. I want more people to do this.
Yeah, but we don't. There's no more space in a lot of the popular places.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Amy, you asked if they're closed in the winter. Yeah, a lot of these places do close down, and they have people that just stay through the winter to try to keep them safe and keep the snow off the roofs and, you know, do what needs to be done because, yeah, they're wilderness in the wintertime. So you can't. It's tough to. I'm sure the off season is better. You know, maybe after kids go back to school, there'll be less people. But you can't wait and go in November like you can in Florida. It just doesn't work for places like Yellowstone.
So I wonder if this is the right time for the National Park Service and what have you to do a big push highlighting the lesser known options
Yeah.
out there, because no one's going to forget Yellowstone's out there. I mean, no one's going to forget, you know, Smoky Mountains are out there, but this might be a real time for them to say maybe we can highlight the smaller places, the less traveled places, and it kind of, I don't know, redistribute the traffic. I don't know.
I mean, is there any place where there's just like nothing and we could be like, let's make this a national park? Can we just make a new one?
How many national parks do you think there are?
A lot.
Because I just read it. I know how
It's
many.
like 80.
80?
Well, 80 things.
How many?
Well, I mean, not just
mean-
national parks, but national monuments and all that. I don't know.
No, I bet
Designated
it's
national
more.
parks.
I bet it's more than 80.
Guys, we should actually listen to our own podcast episode where we talked about this.
That was like a long time ago.
It was.
Like, I don't know, 200.
No, but that's closer. There are over 400 national parks.
Okay.
Really?
And that's just parks. That's
Yes.
not historical sites and
It
preserves.
says that's
And
the visitation. of
Hi
over
from Canada?
400.
hey, Dale.
Hell yeah.
Vancouver. All right, is Vancouver overrun with people? Oh, I guess not.
Nobody can
Because
go
it's
over there.
Americans. You can't get there.
Well,
What's it been like there?
Canadians do vacations too.
Well, yes, but it's got to be different. What's it like compared to other years now with all the travelers? I would love to know what Vancouver feels like.
You don't know the National Park Service on oh. I think I do. I follow, or maybe it's the
Yeah.
National Wildlife, or maybe it's the Texas. I follow somebody who
National-
does like really cool like animal trivia things in their stories all the time.
I think I do too, but I follow too many bad dad jokes pages.
Sometimes
they
they
get
get
pushed
lost
down?
in the bad
Click,
dad
click.
jokes.
Vancouver Island.
Wow. So a lot of people in Canada, are they visiting Vancouver Island for, I mean, do you get a lot of tourists now? Are people traveling there? Am I making sense?
It's just
You're speaking the words.
I mean,
Tying them together.
you are
I-
speaking English.
I heard a little lilt at the end. It was definitely a question.
oh my gosh. So, well, but you know, if we're overrun here in the national parks and things like that,
Yeah.
I mean, Vancouver and Vancouver Island is a huge tourist spot.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Huh.
It's getting busier now, yes. Last month there was a ban on RVs coming to the island as it was not considered essential travel.
Oh, wow. Man, that
That's
makes it
interesting.
so different. So now that they can get there,
Ooh,
the
that,
travel will begin again.
sad joke quality post? I'm down for
Sad
sad joke.
dad joke?
I think she means dad, and I'm going to...
We're just going to go
Take
with
it.
dad.
Okay,
We're
so
going to go
like
with dad jokes.
the 400 national parks, like, I mean, obviously a lot of these are popular because they're, you know, things that they're known for,
They're
like
famous.
Old
The Grand
Faithful and stuff like
Tetons,
that,
Grand
the mountains.
Canyon,
But like
Acadia,
all these other
all
ones,
that.
maybe they're just really small. I mean, I don't really know. Like, are there just really small national parks where it's like doesn't make sense for other
So
people?
we need to look up the least visited parks.
Mm-hmm.
And like, how big is it? Maybe it's
Mm-hmm.
just really tiny, so it's just like not that many people can.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, but I think that there's figures out there on how how well attended they are. Like, there are definitely some national parks that are not even close to capacity at any given time. So I bet that's a figure that's out there.
Well,
So
all of these on the top 10 list are huge. I mean,
Yeah.
Acadia is huge.
Right.
Grand
How do you say
Canyon.
this one?
Cuyahoga? And that's the only one I don't recognize where
Yeah,
it is.
the other
Where's-
ones are.
Where is that?
Lots of great camping here. Whales, bears, and cougars. Oh my! Lots of great parks full with old growth
See,
trees.
Wow.
that part of the world just it calls like that's where the setting for me.
Hey,
that's
that's
the
where you
setting.
go camping. Okay, Dale, where do you camp in? Are you a tent camper? Do you have a trailer? Do you have an RV?
Dale, we're gonna pick on you today because we
it's-
don't know you and we know everybody else.
Vancouver, very cool. So
And only have monuments are called a national park. So it's not like what we think of when we think of a national park. It's literally like
Maybe-
you drive up and see a monument.
Maybe it's literally just a place where you can park in our nation. Like, here's a parking spot. Protected.
national
It's a national park.
it's a park in the nation.
Like that small?
I don't know, you guys. But anyway, well, I thought that was interesting today that they were saying it is a lot more than ever before. Because that's got to put a strain on things. They've got to be just trying to figure out how to accommodate all these people.
Well, I know it's bound to be some sort of a strain for a National Park Service and the personnel and all that. But I wonder if there's a way to find out if they still feel like there's headroom. Like they're like, no, we could push for more.
How really?
Well, I don't know. I mean, do we
I
know?
don't know.
We're not inside the organization. We
True.
hear none of the talk.
That's true.
So maybe there's actually no. We've been preparing for this. We have the infrastructure, and everything in me says that they don't. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, I don't think anybody expected the jump in the travel and the RV business 2 years ago that we've had, simply because of the pandemic. So, and national parks are to get as many people as you want to come visit them. However, the problem with that is that then you can have too many people.
And if you have quotas, people start angrily singing, "This land is your land."
They do?
No, I don't know, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you get angry. This is public land. What do you mean there's a quota and I can't get in?
Yeah. What do you mean there's no space
Dale
for
has
me?
a sold on thanks to you.
Oh, yay.
Guess who else has a sold on? Mm-hmm. I like it.
It's pretty nice. I have a Intech Discover.
What do
I
you
like
have,
it.
PJ?
I have a Terra. I have an Intech Terra.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say it proudly. I love it.
Why are
I
you
love
trying
it.
Why?
that?
Yeah.
Just
why
say
would
it
you not
proudly.
just?
Yeah.
Just say it proudly.
Yeah, in fact, I like it so much. I have meetings in it all the time.
Yeah,
We've now
it's
started
true.
having all our meetings in my trailer.
Instead of in the office, we just go
Because it's parked
to
right
the
out
Terra.
front and it is
We can plug it
so
in and use the air
fun.
conditioner.
Yeah.
Terra meeting.
And we get to kind of get that getaway feel for
And
an
that
hour.
dinette is so comfortable and it fits all of us. Mm-hmm. Fits everybody.
Yep.
Except for Clint. He grabs a chair.
You love it.
It's
You love it.
no, Clint. Oh no, please don't unhook anything by walking away.
Don't step on anything. It's all down there. Oh, well. Well, Dale, very cool. You have a Dawn in Vancouver.
And they're just now opening everything up so he can use it.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy how it's taken so long to get everything up and moving
Well,
again.
I don't know.
Well,
I've been watching the news.
Canada
lately.
did
I
things
think everything's
differently.
about to shut down again.
Yeah, and Canada
Yeah.
did things very differently than the U.S. They've been more careful. So, I mean, I don't know if there's a wrong way, but there you go. Oh,
My dealer called 2 days ago, asked if someone could see my Dawn because a customer of theirs wants one, but would like to see one before buying. She's over 500 kilometers. How many miles is that?
it's like
What's a
300 miles.
what's a kilometer?
It's like 300 miles.
Holy. Okay. but she's going to make the trip to see mine.
Yeah.
That's the crazy world we live
Well,
in now. Is
not
people
only
are
that-
just trying to see the product that they maybe want to buy.
Now we talk, and we're always going to talk about how big Texas is, but there are vast expanses in Canada, and so that perfectly makes sense.
Right.
I mean, between I guess their provinces, which are huge, and their towns are far away from each other.
Yes.
And their dealerships aren't so many.
Right.
This makes
That's right.
perfect sense. This is where that having owners who love your product available to show is a big help
Yeah.
for all kinds of.
Ooh, and can we tell them we got something new? It's not even
yeah.
online yet, but we got something new.
Oh.
It is
well, that thing.
online, isn't it?
Is it? I don't think we have pictures on our website yet.
What's it called?
But we
It's
got
the Purpose trailer from
Purpose-
RKS
Yes.
Outdoors.
Y'all gotta look this up. It's
It's
something
different.
else.
It's different. Yeah, it is a lot like maybe a Taxa product or maybe an Intech kind of a Pursue Discover combo.
It's
thing.
the off-roadiest off-road thing, but then it has this full bathroom, like a dry bath with
a
like
stand-up
a
bath in the
pop-up,
front that pops up.
and
Where it
like
goes
so
with.
you can stand up, which I don't know, it's crazy. And then like there's a bed area and then a kitchen in the back.
Yo, I'm sorry. This is not going to be very helpful, but
You gotta see this thing.
Yeah.
down.
There you go. So there's a section of the roof that pops up just for the bathroom. And the other part is the bed.
Yes. Yes, it
Clint
did.
did a walk around. Yeah, if you look at the Princess Craft Facebook page, that's probably where it is. You can find a video of it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
It is. Very fun. And that's our first one we got.
One of
we'll
very
give
few.
it
I think
some-
there may be only 4 out in the wild so far.
Yeah.
Focus. Don't focus. That's
Wait a
fine.
second.
Get
Nobody
your
needs.
face out of it.
Nobody needs to see this. There. No. Yes. So, anyways, I'm sorry I don't have interior photos on my phone at this time. So
We'll
my
put
bad.
photos on the website soon. It's very cool. Very different.
Yeah. It's kind of nice to see kind of the industry moving forward again. You know, coming up with a few new things. It's been kind of stagnant and just trying to keep up, and
Well, we've seen some.
hopefully there'll be some new stuff.
We've seen some mainstay floor plans. So we're like always in the mix kind of floor plans that have had to slow down or stop for a while.
Right.
And focus. Manufacturers have shifted their focus to different sizes and models and features. Like we're having trouble getting, or may not ever again be able to get certain models of RPod
Well, yeah, they shut down a lot of the models.
that we were used to, like bread and butter models. Like
Yeah.
they come, they go.
It wasn't like nobody purchased them.
Right.
It was like, yeah, we can only build so much.
And I guess there's so many reasons to these decisions were made, but maybe component issues,
Right.
or maybe just this is the time to shift direction because they feel like they see the market going somewhere. I don't know.
The pop-up is soft,
Yeah.
which we generally stay away from as well here in Texas because it's really hot and obviously it's just not as insulated. But
It's the size of a telephone booth.
yeah, it's like
A big telephone
It's a
booth.
And it can be lowered.
section that raises up so that you can stand up when you shower or whatever.
And then you put it right back down.
And you cannot pop it up at all, and it's functional.
Perfectly functional. You just won't be standing
It just
in
gives
that
you
space.
more headroom. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's
And-
not like the whole thing pops up.
And the roof is 100% walk on. Like, get all the people to walk
it
on it at the
stomp
same
on?
time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then they have a bimini on the top so that you can get up to the
Yeah.
top and be, you know, in the shade and
like a
it's
porch.
kind of cool.
And he does
Porch.
mention that if it's super wet or humid, that
Yeah.
they mold up.
When it's
Yeah.
really humid, that's true. That just happens. There's no way
Not
to
for everybody.
put them away completely dry when you're in, you know, 70%.
And I've had that problem
humidity.
with tents in the past too. Just being in humid parts of South Texas, it's just like if you don't have a chance to air it out, I mean, it has that kind
Right.
of mildew smell real fast,
Yep.
and then you just live with it until it's time to retire that tent.
Yep. Yep. But anyway, it was cool, and it was also nice to get one because we only have like 10 trailers to sell. So
And how many
Fun
truck
to have
campers?
Nice.
anything.
And how many truck campers do we have for sale?
we had one. I think we have one more.
Yeah, we're
We
the
might have
largest
two.
truck camper dealership in the whole state of Texas.
Yes, my dealer told me he only has 18 trailers on his lot. Why'd you turn
Oh,
that
did
off?
I? I'm sorry. I thought I was turning it on.
We're having fun
What's
now.
happening? Sorry. Only one person should push the
That's
buttons.
true.
Normally has 80. He was feeling frustrated. Can't sell trailers if he doesn't have them. We
Yeah.
are feeling the same. We usually have like 300,
Yeah.
and we have 6.
It feels better to sell a physical good when you're selling stuff in the RV industry versus
Hopes and
the
dreams.
idea.
The idea of
know,
someday you might have a trailer.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that's out of your hands. You get their deposit and then you give them a date, and who knows if that manufacturer's
I'm not
going to get their
building it.
windows and air conditioners
yeah.
and faucets and it's hard.
And then they
It's
ship you
hard.
things that don't have all the pieces. So then you call the customer and say, hey, I got a trailer here, but it doesn't have cushions, or it doesn't have a faucet,
Oh, that's one of
or
the
it
weirdest
doesn't have
ones.
air conditioning pieces.
cushions.
Or, yeah, I mean, then what?
Yeah, and cushions are a
It's
big deal
struggle.
because if you're buying a trailer with a dinette and sleeping
You wanna
spaces or
sit.
what have you, I mean, that's one of the biggest features of not being in a tent is the cushions,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah, being
Mm-hmm.
elevated and comfortable. Well, it is what it is.
That's right.
It'll get
That's
better.
right. We just keep swinging.
Got to keep camping in the meantime in whatever we have.
Enjoying
And
whatever it is that you can get your hands on.
Sometimes
right
you got to
now.
rent one. Sometimes you got to go with a friend. Just do it.
Sometimes
Or-
you have to take one without cushions.
Go to a friend's house and just in their living room build forts with their cushions.
Start a fire in their
Start
living
a fire
room
in
and
their
just
living
camp.
room.
All for it,
Right?
y'all.
Friends
And-
like
and-
that.
Yeah, and if you tell the police that we told you to do it, no.
We'll
If you
deny
choose the
it.
right friend, you don't even have to go
No.
to the grocery store to buy supplies. You just go to their pantry or their refrigerator.
All right.
Just
Y'all-
keep enjoying.
Yeah, keep camping.
Keep
It'll get better.
enjoying.
Let's go visit some of these national parks.
Yes, Jen, come to a rally. Mm-hmm. Are you saying everybody ought to do that to feel better?
I think she's saying, just generally speaking, we should come to a rally, and if you're looking for a place
People
to camp,
should
go
be
to a rally.
in rallies.
Yeah,
Rallies
where we
are
should go.
good.
They're
Yes.
good on so many levels, you know? Make
lot
new
of fun.
friends.
They're
It's-
better than
it's
bad.
like-
They're good.
Log is better than bad. It's good.
What rolls downstairs and
Okay,
I don't know
what?
that. What's the next part?
What rolls downstairs and
I wasn't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy
made
growing
of
up.
wood. Something.
I'm not going to be much
Okay.
more. Sorry.
Ren and Stimpy fans, my apologies. Right up
Ours
front.
too, because that was a
Right
I don't
up
think
front.
I've ever
That's
seen
a
a whole
rough
episode
cartoon.
of Ren and Stimpy, but everybody knew the songs
Mm-hmm.
because we just sang them
Sure.
at school and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, if you want to, totally. If you can't find a trailer to look at, find a rally because people at
Yeah,
rallies
what a great idea.
love to show you their trailer. We have
Right.
people come to our rallies all the time.
Yeah,
Who are
because
just
they
looking
just want to
and they get
see
to
what's
see
out there.
everything in one spot.
Mhm.
When the USA-Canadian border opens up again, I want to trip to the Grand Canyon.
yeah.
Come on. Come
And-
to one of our rallies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You won't be all
Grand
that far away
Canyon is
considering your
on
starting
the
point.
way.
No.
Kind of. Yeah, Grand Canyon could be on the way. Yeah, just make a little bit of a loop.
Well,
It's
people
see
do that all the time.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our
Yeah,
rally. But like at our
perfect.
rally.
You know what?
Come on, Dale.
Join
Come
us
on.
for a podcast recording.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let's just hire you.
Tell us about Vancouver.
We're already family, right?
Yep.
My
Okay.
wife's maiden name was Canada.
Really?
Practically blood related.
Was
yeah,
it?
I married Miss Canada. I shot high.
Hey,
yeah.
Clint, how have
I
I
did.
known you for this
Sash
long and
and
I
everything.
never knew that?
She's from small town in Texas, but she was Miss Canada when I met her.
That's so cool. All right. We will see you next week. Go camping. Go find
Not in your living room. By
or
the
in
way.
your living room.
No. No fires in your living room.
I didn't say
Just wanna
fires. I
be
said
on
go
record.
camping.
Okay.
Yep. No.
I slept on the couch last night. Does that count?
Just hit the button.
You're doing
Just
great.
hit the button.
Bye.